Let's meet the Martyrs of La Florida. In this episode, we're going to meet Father Domingo Criado. Jesus Christ promises never to abandon his flock, and Father Domingo Criado took these words to heart as he tried to care for his people in the most difficult of circumstances. He was a native of Santiago de Compostela, Spain, who came as a missionary to Florida and worked in the missions for a number of years as a kind and devoted pastor. In January 1704, Colonel Moore of South Carolina and his colonial volunteers and Creek allies began a series of attacks against the Catholic missions in Florida's eastern panhandle in an effort to stamp out Spanish influence and the Catholic presence there. Hearing of the massacre at the Ayubale mission in late January 1704, the people of Father Criado's village managed to flee before Colonel Moore and his forces arrived. Nevertheless, Colonel Moore still burnt their empty village to the ground. After the destruction of his mission, as a good shepherd, Father Criado stayed with his flock. They lived in the woods for several months, just trying to survive and avoid capture. Father Criado continued to celebrate the sacraments for them and encourage them in their faith. When it became clear that the English were not going to let up on their attacks, Father Criado decided to lead them closer to St. Augustine for their own safety and protection. Tragically, they were discovered just 35 miles from St. Augustine. Father Criado's pleas for his people were ignored, and he had to endure watching his entire flock killed before him. Father Criado was stripped of his Franciscan habit and tortured. He died in captivity a few months later, the victim of his brutal treatment. Father Domingo Criado, pray for us.